Damien Dollar want 'em more. Damien Diamond solving more. Vision clear, we rack 'em up, make 'em real intangibles.
We would just want to shout out one of our sponsors for our podcast. We've partnered with Pinas Forward. If you guys don't know Pinas Forward, basically it's a non-partisan, non-profit organization committed to enhancing democracy and promoting progressive societal advancements through digital-driven data and innovations in the Philippines. And this advocacy group strives to foster a technologically proficient, socially conscious, and morally guided Philippines through innovation grassroots strategies. And their commitment is involves creating initiatives such as eBoto, and which is a web-based digital democracy research ecosystem. And for further details, make sure to follow their programs and activities in all of their social media channels. They can be found in Instagram, Twitter, and as well as Facebook. So follow them, guys.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome back to the Intangibles podcast. I'm Matt here with Lige and Byron, and today, like we said last time, no, we're gonna do a series, a 5-part series. Last episode was 4-point guards, and now today it is for shooting guards of the NBA. A draft of the top players of the NBA. But first of all, no, Thunder up. Byron, ba't di ka naka-blue?
Ha?
Ba't di ka naka-blue? Ba't di ka sumusuport sa Thunder? Ano ba yan?
Susuportahan.
Okay? Guys, quick
Blue rin naman ang mobs.
o nga no, tanga. Quick wrap up. Blue rin pala yung mobs. Nakalimutan ko. Quick wrap up lang no of what the happenings are in the NBA. As of May 8, no? Nakapasok na po tayo sa playoffs ng semis wherein it is Dallas versus OKC, Minnesota versus Denver, Boston versus Cubs, and then what you call this? New York at saka Pacers, right? Okay, so again, as of May 8, nagsisimulang games pa lang, ano pa ba? Yung ano pa lang, no? West? Nagsimula na ba yung Pacers, Knicks?
Oh, lahat.
Ay, joke, nagsimula na pala. O ano. Okay, anyway, so far, isa-isahin natin. Minnesota, Denver first. Guys. Ito lang, like I said, di ko yun na-expect to. Pero kasi wala akong tiwala kay Kat din. But, Anthony Edwards, the next not the next MJ yet, the next D-Wade pa lang. The next D-Wade. So, I think it's a closer comparison. But Anthony Edwards is Anthony Edwards and he's been showing out. And the defense as well, no? Sobrang ganda ng defense ng Minnesota. Even if wala yung defensive player of the year ng second game, tambak pa rin. So,
wala sa playoffs eh.
Anyway, sige, your thoughts, guys. Kahit sino na.
Sige, ako muna. Well, I'm not sure if na-mention ko to last time, pero sinabi ko mas mahirapan ang Denver kaysa Minnesota. But I never thought that mahirapan sila ng ganito kasobra. I never knew na Minnesota was gonna be the better team. I don't know, parang mas patas yung matchup not mas patas, mas what do you call this, mas compatible yung matchup ng Minnesota to Denver, and it's really Denver's a bad matchup for Minnesota. Pero as crazy as it may sound, sabihin ko na lamang ang Minnesota, pero I can never count Denver out. I personally think na kayang mag-bounce back ng Denver. But if the next game, I'd be very if I'm Denver and natalo sila sa next game, medyo delikado na. And ayun nga, grabe yung props sa defense. I could never their offense parang speaks for itself. I mean, they have Anthony Edwards. Pero yung defense talaga yung nagdala sa Minnesota. And for a very good offensive team in Denver, you would really know na defense is very important. And I don't know, pagdating sa West, grabe. Parang they're playing like champions. Parang iba yung script. Parang Timberwolves are showing na parang sila yung champion, di ba? So that's all I could say.
Yun nga, sabi ko din last episode, I thought na kaya din talaga ng Wolves in Denver because of their size, because of Anthony Edwards, because of their defense. And they showed it. They're one of the best defensive teams na rin siguro that I've seen in a while. Without Gobert, they still made it hard for Jokic. Kyle Anderson stepping up, Naz Reid stepping up, Kat stepping up, and Anthony Edwards didn't even have that stellar of a game in game 2. Yung mga shots niya, natambak naman na. And that's the scary part of it. Na natambakan sila even without Anthony Edwards having to take over like he did in game 1. And Denver just didn't have an answer. I think there's a wrap. I don't think they're gonna come back from this. Especially 2 games at home pa sa Minnesota. It's hard for me to imagine that na maka 2-0 ang Denver doon with ang tatawag nilang home court advantage talaga ng Denver kasi iba yung altitude. They got blown out twice. So it's really hard to see them tawag dito matching yung energy ng Timberwolves, intensity ng Timberwolves. They just look gassed yung itsura nila. Like they don't have that much depth then. They're playing heavy minutes and they're looking for other people to step up. Pero parang wala talaga eh. They can't do not comfortable lalo na sa defense ng Timberwolves. You can see Jokic. This is not Jokic's space. I don't think so. Parang na-speed up nga siya. He's not able to make the passes that he normally makes. And we saw that Jamal Murray also getting frustrated na rin. And I think, well, hopefully not, kasi nga siya defending champions. But I think it's gonna carry over to game 3. Last din ang momentum ng Timberwolves lalo na ngayon.
Okay. On my end, feeling ko naman, di naman siguro it's a wrap. I feel like Denver will find a way. They're champions for a reason. Pero, to your point nga, iba yung pagkukuha ng 2 games at Denver home court. So, hindi rin ako magugulat if Minnesota pulls it off to win that semis matchup. Yung sa Indiana, New York, honestly, interesting matchup. Ayokong pag-usapan masyado kasi ano na siya, parang kakaiba. For a very long time, nakakita ulit tayo ng ganong klaseng matchup sa semis ng playoffs. And I wanna see muna whatever happens in the coming games kasi yun talagang hindi mo masasabi pa. Hindi mo may gauge masyado kasi very new teams to the playoffs. Boston, Cleveland on the upper end. Ewan ko, dapat mo bang pag-usapan ng Boston, Cleveland. I don't like Donovan Mitchell, so I don't know what else we're supposed to be talking about there. Kaya bang, I mean, expect ko naman ng mananalo Boston. They're very good depth-wise, experience-wise. So I feel like that's very self-explanatory. Honestly, no biases aside, the West matchups are looking more, parang watchable to me. And isa doon, kanina Byron, nanalo Thunder. Ilan to? 22? 22 points behind SGA's almost triple-double. 29, 9, and 9. And behind Lucas' awful shooting tonight with a 1 of 8 from 3. But siguro unahan ko na kayo bago kayo mag-explain ng ano niya. Kasi I don't expect this to be a wrap unlike the other game dahil first of all, Katulad ng Denver, may home court advantage din ng Oklahoma, and yun sa mga hindi pa nakakapanood ng mga games ng playoff games ng Oklahoma before, home court advantage talaga doon. So malaking part yun. And yung defense ni Dort at saka ni J-Dub. Pero just like the previous series of Dallas, natambakan din sila the first game, and then adjustments were made, nakabalik sila. So I won't count them out. I won't count either team out. Honestly, as a Thunder fan, di ko nga ini-expect na mananalo kami na that big. So, or to win in general. So, that's good. Anyway, kayo. I'll leave the floor to you guys.
I think kailangan mo sustain ng OKC yung defense nila. If they can't do that, as you mentioned nga, Mavs will find a way. Kasi hindi nawawala yung offense ni Kyrie and then Luke. So that's what's scary. So even though parang I would think na OKC, parang the tides are leaning towards OKC. Just as you mentioned, last series for the Mavs after game 1, it seems like Clippers was gonna win. Tapos ayun, yun pala Dallas was coming out strong, di ba? So I'll have to see pa what happens in game 2 before I could judge kung ano mangyayari sa buong series na to. Pero at the same time, sobrang streaky ng OKC. Ibang sinasabi ko. They're streakier than Minnesota. Although I would say na Pelicans was a much weaker team compared to Phoenix. They have shown na kaya nilang i-blow out yung stronger teams such as Dallas, which they showed kanina lang. Wait, kanina ba or kahapon? Anyways.
Kanina.
And they have to sustain lang their defense, and they need to make sure kailangan nilang i-sustain si Kyrie and Luka. And for the Mavericks side, they just have to bounce back.
I think before magsalita si Byron, I think the biggest factor would be containing Kyrie. Watching the game a while ago, it was harder. Hindi naman harder. Of course, Luka's gonna get off his shots. At some point, siswertehin din siya. He's gonna make those shots. Pero you have to contain Kyrie. Kasi si Kyrie parang sobrang dalang magkaroon ng off night. Sobrang hirap bantayan. He knows his spots well. Mas madami siyang spots na pwedeng makascore. So I guess it was harder for them to guard Kyrie as a team. So I feel like they have to figure that part out. Kasi Luka's gonna do his thing. You have to contain Kyrie to win. So okay, sige, Byron.
Yeah, yun nga. You have the two guys that have Kyrie and Luka. Pero for Dallas, the others have to step up also. TJ Washington can't be in foul trouble in the first half. He's a big contributor sa Dallas, as seen dun sa Clippers matchup din. So he's one of the guys na kailangan din mag-step up. Needs to get those hustle plays that they were doing against the Clippers. Nauna yung Thunder's bola kanina. Luka, mukha siyang na-frustrate din kay Lou Dort, which he has to contain his emotion. I mean, he can't be like that kapag siya yung nasahan na ilang taon na rin siya nasa playoffs, that he's went to the conference finals. He can't let his emotions get the best of him. He's looked as the leader na rin ngayon, so he has to be better than that. And sa Thunder, for me, I think they played well. And what's scary this Thunder is SGA doesn't need to have a good game. Doesn't need to have a great game for them to win. They have others to step up. Kanina as J-Dub. Just the fourth quarter. Kaya natagal lumaki yung lamang. The final score, sa huli na talaga tinambakan. Pero fourth quarter, lumalaban pa naman yung Dallas. It's just, nagkaroon na lang run ng dulo. Pero, yun nga, there are other players talaga that could contribute sa Thunder, which is scary for them. And so Wiggins, Holmgren, I think, would need better output sa scoring-wise for them to really go far. Pero, I think, same with Lige. We need to see Game 2 pa before we can really judge the series.
I think the biggest deal then is for Dallas to look at the Pelican series and see that you have to involve your bigs pagdating sa pagkalaban yung Thunder. Daniel Gafford a while ago had a very good game for like he blocked multiple shots, caught a lot of oops, ang dami niya rebounds. Like he 16 points, 11 boards, 5 blocks. you have to involve your bigs following like what the Pelicans made the mistake on na not focusing on Jonas Valanciunas too much. You can see sa Dallas na Daniel Gafford can overpower Chet pagdating sa rebounds. And so, I mean, easy putbacks probably. Pero you have to involve your bigs some way. May it be catching an alley-oop or making them open more para mas madali yung game sa kanila. But yun nga, like you guys said, you have to watch game 2 kasi game 1 can't tell you anything. Kahit sa pagdating sa playoffs, wala yun. Anyway, moving on tayo. Mag-draft ulit tayo ng shooting guards, no? Ay, ng players. Ngayon, shooting guards naman. Let's see ha. Siri. Ay, ano tanga. Ba't ba ako nag-Siri? ChatGPT mo lang last time, no?
Oh.
So guys, marami ba kayo nasa listahan nyo?
Medyo. Oh.
Shooting guard.
Sige ha. Let's wait for ChatGPT. Ayun! Woo!
Last na naman ako.
Oh, last ka na naman. Matt Byron Ledge.
Ba naman, baka pwede naman ako na una. Ako na yung last nakalala.
Wala eh. Yun yung sabi ni ChatGPT eh.
Anyways.
Sige, anyways. Sige. Matik naman na to. Hindi ko lang alam kung anong position niya. Pero first pick ko, of course, is the GOAT. Michael Jordan. Oh my God.
Since
Okay, go.
so for my first pick, thinking of having him as a 4. He can defend the post, lay the post. The most skilled player, Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
At my 3, I'll put Dwayne Wade. Tapos
Okay.
ilagay ko na to sa shooting as a point guard. I'll get Allen Iverson.
Shit, okay. Okay. Sige.
It's just very straightforward. Ewan ko na lang
Oh,
kung
the first few, very
mag-agree kayo.
straightforward pa.
Okay. So I'm gonna want size. But I'm gonna put him as a 3. Actually 3 or 4, palit sila ni Kobe. Either way. It's medyo similar naman game sila. I'm gonna go Tracy
Fuck you.
McGrady.
Fuck you. I knew it. Fuck. Okay, sige. Okay. Now that I've seen my list, I'm gonna put MJ at the 4. According, ewan ko, correct na lang ako if mali ako. Pero according dito sa rankings, no? Vince Carter is a 2. So, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah,
right?
no.
So he's gonna be at my 5,
Okay.
Vince Carter, and then at my 3, I'm gonna pick one of the best shooters to ever let his shot go in the NBA. No, one of the clutchest players in the NBA, Reggie Miller.
Okay.
Got some dogs, bro. Fuck.
And now 4, and now 3. Okay. My point guard, I'm gonna go with an assist leader na. I'm gonna go James Harden.
Wow.
Distribute the ball.
Wow. James Harden. Okay.
At sino pinili mo?
Vince Carter tsaka Reggie Miller.
Okay, sige. I'll put Dwayne Wade at 2. Go ahead and give me George the Iceman Gervin at my 3.
Shit.
And at my number 4, I'll get some size. I think, hindi na. I personally believe he's the best shooting guard. So at my 4, give me Klay Thompson. He's kind of big rin naman. So, and may depensa pa.
Took my pick. Fuck.
Okay. So, nakuha na yung 2 shooters that I was thinking of. So, I just get the other one. The
Putay.
former
Wiset.
3-point leader. I'm gonna go Ray Allen.
Wiset. Ah,
Klay Thompson clears.
Wiset. Sige.
Guess ko naman, huwag niyo na kunin to.
Okay. Hindi. At I'm gonna move Reggie at my 2. At my 3, I'm gonna put Clyde Drexler. And at my 1, the best sixth man, Manu Ginobili. Yes, sir, Lige. Yes, sir. Kala mo, Lige, ah. My guy.
Go ahead.
Teka, may 6 man ba tayo? Sige.
Big center. Teka, research ako.
Oh, shit. I have my pick. I have my last pick. Huwag nang kukunin sana.
Okay. Sabi naman dito, he's a shooting guard, but he's also played other positions. But he's also played the shooting guard. So I would, correct me if I'm wrong na lang din. I'm gonna go with as my 5, I'm gonna need someone who can rebound, who can defend. I'm gonna go Jimmy Butler.
Pwede. Balik tayo dyan.
Top 6 din.
Teka lang. Let me confirm.
Hirap tayo ng positionless basketball kasi. Daming ka-emehan.
According to Google, he has played the shooting guard. So at my number 5, give me another, I think, a very decent defender. I would say he's a good defender. And I think he's the smoothest basketball player behind Kyrie Irving. So give me Paul George at my 5.
Okay.
6 man ko. Sige, since naku ay puta. Wait lang. Teka lang.
Ah,
Madami pa actually.
madami gagi, sobra. I could make like another 5 from this. Pero
Hindi.
sobrang rogue nung sobrang rogue nung last pick ko.
Go for, wait lang.
Ano
Parang
lang?
this is not right if 6 man to. Wait lang. Ayusin ko muna yung lineup. So at my 1, si Allen Iverson. 2, si Dwayne Wade. 3, si George Gervin. 4, Clay. 5, si Paul. Tama. Sige, for my 6th man, give me the Manu Ginobili before Manu Ginobili. Give me Pete Maravich.
Kala ko dyan, Havlicek ang puta.
Okay?
Maravich pa.
Okay, sige.
My 6th man, I'm gonna go with MJ Jr., Anthony Edwards.
Putang ina.
My 6th man.
What the...
Lahat.
Top shooting guards agad ang puta. Yun agad yung binanggit mo.
Anthony Edwards can pass like shit like Pete Maravich, bro.
He's him.
Okay. So dahil ako naman na yung last pick.
Huwag na. Favorite player naman.
Hindi. Dahil ito naman yung last pick, I'm gonna mention some names na na-miss out natin, no? So there is Joe Dumars, Devin Booker, Mitch Richmond, wow, okay. DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Korver, Rip Hamilton, Joe Johnson, Bradley Beal,
Dami.
Michael Redd, yan.
Blake Westby.
Yun, isa pa yun. May Drazen Petrovic pa.
Devin Vassell.
JJ Redick, Lou Will, Pero
Parang alam ko na ata pick mo mata.
for my last pick, sabi ko nga Rogue. So, na-realize ko lang, sige, lagay ko na lang si Clyde, the Glide Drexler, off the bench. Para lang sa starters ko, may energy kay kami. Nalagay ko sa 2, si Tony Allen. Puta.
Allen.
Kaya
Okay.
walang pumili kay David Thompson pa.
Wala nga. Tandaan na nun, Lige eh.
Hmm?
Tandaan na nun eh.
Baka naka 70 points per. Naka 70 points.
Okay lang.
Anyways,
Anyway, okay,
shout
so
out.
our lineups, no? At my 1, I got Manu. 2, Tony Allen. 3, Reggie Miller. 4, MJ. 5, Vince. At my 6-man, Clyde Drexler. Fuck y'all.
For my 1, I got James Harden. 2, I got Ray Allen. 3, I got 3 ko si Kobe. 4, Tracy McGrady. 5, Jimmy Butler. 6-man, him, Anthony Edwards.
Parang matatalo off the bench to si Byron.
But,
You know, parang
Edwards yan.
for my lineup, feeling ko medyo redundant yung Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade at the starting lineup.
Kulang bola sa'yo?
So, I'm gonna put Allen Iverson on my bench. Tapos, isa-start ko at point guard si Pete Maravich. Then shooting guard ko si Dwayne Wade. I mean, lahat naman sila shooting guard. At may 3, George the Iceman Gerving. At may 4, Devin Moore. Klay Thompson. And at my 5, I have Paul George.
Okay.
6-man Allen Iverson.
Okay. So, comment down below kung sinong panalo. Feeling ko talo ulit sa Ledge. So, moving forward, no? We're gonna build our player again. And let me just repeat this for those who didn't watch the first episode of this series. We're gonna be doing what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 categories for our player, which is body build, meaning height, weight, you know the point, IQ, basketball IQ in general, passing skills, shooting, athleticism, meaning speed and vertical, defense, and then handles. So I will now chat GPT again.
Hindi ko wala mag-add pa tayo ng scoring in general.
Scoring ability.
Ang bag.
Akala ko wait lang. So, ilan yung categories?
8 na.
1,
8
2,
na.
3.
May scoring na eh.
Handles kasama dito, di ba? Handles and scoring.
Handles, tapos scoring. Oh.
Parang
Scoring ability. Yun na lang.
sige.
Scoring ability. Okay, sige. Let me chat GPT this first. Our order. Rank these following names.
Ano ko? Oo na.
Byron Matledge.
Putang ina naman yun.
Hindi ko alam kung nakita niyo. Basta yung mahabang pangalan, no? Byron Matledge. Ayun, no?
Dapat kasi sinabi mo Elijah eh. Gawin mo ulit, Elijah.
Sige, isa pa, Lige. Isa pa.
Promise, number 1 ng Elijah.
Rank these names. Elijah and Elijah. Putang ina, nag-number 1 kasi ako. Elijah Matt Byron.
Mag-guess yung Elijah eh.
Sige, Lige, go.
No. You can say your favorite player is the most athletic player of all time, like Westbrook, D-Rose, Ja Morant. Tangina, saan ka pa nakakita ng 48-inch vertical? Tapos sapatos na Jordan noon. You have to get Jordan's athleticism first.
Okay. MJ. Alright. Sige. Ako, I'm gonna go, since dinagdag ni Byron to, scoring ability ako. So, syempre, kasabi nga ni Byron kanina, one of the most skilled players, you know. I'm gonna go with Kobe as my scoring ability player.
Michael Jordan, Kobe. So I'm gonna go scoring ability, Tracy McGrady.
Shit. Ganda
And
nun.
then, oh yeah, scoring ability of Tracy McGrady. Sige, unahin ko na to para kakaiba player ko. Handles of Jamal Crawford.
Fuck! Ay, okay, wait. Okay, sige. Sige. Jamal Crawford. Okay. I'm gonna go next. Uh, I'll go ahead and choose one from athleticism. Again, one of the most athletic players then. So, I'm gonna go with Vince Carter. Athleticism. Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Bakit sino sa'yo,
Parang
Ledge?
mananalo na ata ako. Okay, so give me handles, Allen Iverson. Shooting. Shooting Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson. Buti na lang yun yung pinili mo kasi dahil dinraft ko nga siya kanina, may dahilan kung ba't ko siya dinraft kanina. Shooting ko, I'm gonna go with Reggie Miller.
Play better.
Reggie
Play
Miller.
better.
Clutch.
Talking about prime.
Clutch.
57
Shooting ni
one
Reggie.
quarter.
Clutch.
Okay. Since shooting na naman to, pure shooting. I believe he's the best pure shooter in the NBA.
Klay Thompson pa rin. Klay Thompson
Kyle
pa rin.
Korver. And then,
Okay.
Shout out Kyle Korver. Underrated shooter.
then the passing of James Harden. Played the point.
Okay.
For the passing of James Harden.
Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead. I'll do IQ. Yeah, IQ. Again, pinili ko siya kanina. Just slotting this in. I'm gonna get Manu Ginobili for my IQ. Manu Ginobili.
Kung pa talaga makuha to eh. No? Yun yung sunod na pick ko eh.
I have to.
Sige, so body build, I'll get Paul George size 6'8", 6'9". Hindi ko alam kung ano yung unahin to eh. IQ or passing kasi sobrang parehas yung ano
Hindi
nila.
naman parehas yun.
Yeah, gets naman. I'll get Maravich's IQ muna.
Okay.
Yeah?
Pete Maravich. IQ. Okay. Fuck.
I'm winning.
Oh, you ain't. God damn. Okay, I'm gonna go with my body build. I'm gonna get Clyde Drexler for my body build. Clyde Drexler.
So I'm gonna go with athleticism. I'm gonna take Jason Richardson.
Puta, kakaiba tong team mo.
Perfect player eh. Kailangan talaga yung the best of the best. And then body build. Body build. Sige, mukha naman siyang malakas. I'm gonna go... Teka, ginawa katawan niya kung maganda ba? Boss. Sige, mukha naman siya malaki. I'll go DeMar DeRozan, body build.
Okay. DeMar na lang. Haba ng pangalan. DeMar. I'll go with some handles. I'll go with some handles. I don't, again, like my former picks, I don't need anything too flashy just to get me open. And I feel like this player can get me open with just a bit of moves, you know. So a bit rogue one, but I'm gonna go with Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson.
I like that pick.
Joe Johnson handles. Nothing too crazy. Just get the job done.
Sige, punta muna ako sa defense. And according to my sources, this is the only shooting guard who won multiple defensive player of the year. It's very underrated. So I'll get
Sydney.
Sidney Moncrief at my defense for my defense. Ano na ba kulang ko? Passing, scoring. Yun na lang ba? Yun na lang ha?
Hmm.
Passing and scoring.
Uh,
Let me get Lee Wade scoring. I believe
Wade
he was
pa
a
pala.
level scorer.
Kago nga, no, may ganun pa pala.
Lee Wade scoring.
Nawala sa isip ko si D-Wade. God, shit. Kala ko wala na
Yes,
siya.
I mean,
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go to. Let me go to passing. According to this list of the top, what is this? 50 shooting guards. He is one of the leaders in assists. So, again, medyo rogue to, but Jeff Hornacek.
Jeff Hornacek.
Jeff Hornacek for passing. Ayos, di ba?
Wala na to.
Wala na. Yun na yung pantapos dyan.
Okay.
Kakaiba, di ba? Kakaiba, di ba?
The defense. I'm going with defense. Defense. Dami ang pagpipilian. I want a guard that can block shots, can play tight defense, especially in the modern era.
Ito na yan.
First own Derek
Kala ko.
White for my
Okay.
defense.
Okay.
Derek
Okay.
White. And for IQ, buti nga hindi pa nakuha ko na kanina. IQ, I'm gonna go with one of the smartest players I've watched. I'm gonna go Brandon Roy.
Oh. Okay. Brandon Roy.
That's a good play. There.
Okay, problema simple na Tony Allen na yung defense ko. I think na-explain ko na yung kanina.
Naibakaw kasi yung mga shooting guards.
Kaya ang hirap pumili ng... Kaya ang hirap
Kaya na ako sa
Kaya ang
Buti
hirap
na
pumili
nakuha ko
ng
na
passing eh.
Ito,
God damn. Isa lang.
David Vassell. Passing.
Pwede.
Diyos ko po. Huwag naman.
Pwede.
Fine. I'm not sure if this dude's a good passer, pero for giving him respect kasi di natin siya na-mention throughout this whatever draft. I'll get Jerry West for my passing.
Di ba point guard yun?
No, I don't find that siya.
Shooting guard though.
Sino point guard nun?
Alam siya yung point guard.
Sino point guard nun?
Point guard, shooting guard. Okay, positionless basketball.
Wala,
Sige,
point
hindi
guard.
man sinama sa point guard eh. Para malala natin.
Sige, sa bagay.
Sige.
Sa bagay.
Okay din yan.
Okay yun.
Yeah.
Okay. There's our teams, no? Ay, there's our players. So, Byron, sige, go.
Okay, so the body of DeMar DeRozan, IQ Brandon Roy, the passing of James Harden, the shooting of Kyle Korver, scoring ability of Tracy McGrady, the handles of Jamal Crawford, athleticism of Jason Richardson, the defense of Derek White. That's
Sagwa.
DeJounte Murray right there.
Sagwa. Sagwa, bay.
Right.
That's
Sa
good.
lahat ng pwede mong piliin.
That's Devin
Specialty
Vassell right
players,
there.
syempre, building perfect eh. Pag pinagsama-sama, DeJounte Murray na yan.
Okay, fine. Sige, DeJounte Murray ka pa dyan. Wish it. So my player has the body build of Clyde Drexler with the IQ of Manu Ginobili. Very important part tong next, the passing ability of Jeff Hornacek.
Mapag-usgapo.
Passing ability of Jeff Hornacek with the shooting of Reggie Miller, athleticism of Vince Carter, defense of Tony Allen, handles of Joe Johnson, and the scoring ability of Kobe. Right?
Okay,
Ang D-Wade talaga, nabubwisit ako. Hindi ko napansin naman doon pa
I
siya sa...
win. Told you, kinaan ko na ng first pick. Parang ano lang yan. The first pick goes to the San Antonio Spurs. Anyways, body build, give me Paul George. IQ Pete Maravich. Passing of Jerry West. Shooting Klay Thompson. Athleticism Jordan. Defense Sidney Moncrief. Scoring of D Wade. Ano ko ba yung na
Handles of AI.
natin to? Handles of AI.
Okay,
I win.
okay, well, no. Pero sige, guys, let us know who won this time. We'll come back to you again next episode with the small forwards. Let us know all your opinions for today's episode. Draft your own team, make your own player, do whatever. Let us know in the comment section. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow all our socials in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed. And as usual, peace out, stay safe, and God bless you all.